We live in a world where Black women are criticized for every single thing that they do. And people fake concern about the state of the Black community when it comes to Black women, but they really don't care about the Black community or Black women. They just use this fake concern as a weapon to further bash and destroy the image of the Black woman. Because if all of these men that talk about Black women and how Black women are the enemy, or all of these pick me's that agree, and they say, why is the Black woman making all of these bad decisions? Or why does, God forbid, she has an attitude? We very rarely talk about the fact that Black women are being terrorized in their own communities. It's something that doesn't get a lot of airtime. We talk about weaves and wigs and lashes and makeup and twerking and obesity and single motherhood, but we very rarely talk about the fact that Black women are being terrorized and harmed in record numbers. So today, let's talk about it. But first, I want you guys to watch this clip, and I'll be right back.
It's scary.
According to Chicago police crime data for 2022, when you look at all the offenses, count all the victims, Black women are the most at risk.
It's not fair.
Unfair because that 67,000 means 25% of crime victims are Black women. But they make up only 16% of Chicago's population. And when the CBS 2 investigators kept digging, we discovered even more disturbing data. Black women represented more than a third of kidnappings, 35% of assaults, 38% of batteries attacked and injured, 40% of rape victims. And let this sink in. Black women are 52% of human trafficking victims. Remember, they're only 16% of the population.
To have to navigate through life knowing that you'll potentially become a victim of a crime, primarily because of your race and your gender combined, it's not fair.
Thomas survived a rape.
This is all the paperwork from the hospital.
But she still feels the pain.
What happened to me, it won't go away.
It hurt me to see this young queen's pain. And what hurts even more is that her story is all too common. I really want to know why we very rarely hear about this. I want to know why violence and the fact that Black women are being preyed on is so hush hush in the Black community, and why podcasts never talk about it. I want to know why these Black male podcasters that have so much to say don't take a break shaming Black women for having standards or telling them to accept the bare minimum. Why don't they take a break and talk about the problems that are really harming the Black community? Why don't they talk about what's really hurting Black women if they care so much? I want to know why we don't talk about Black women's pain or very real fear, or why we have to be so supposedly strong, or why sometimes in certain environments we may almost have to have an air of hostility, and why that isn't acknowledged as being a form of self protection. I know my father told me, don't smile. Don't smile at men because some men take that as a sign of weakness, and you may be his next victim. I want to know why we don't talk about how many Black women, Black girls are preyed on, manipulated, kidnapped, and outright forced into prostitution. I want to know why, when I mention violence against Black women, Black men always attempt to deflect and make it like it's equal when it is clearly not. And the numbers back me up on that. And while I'm talking about numbers, let's get into some disturbing numbers. As you guys saw from the video, Black women make up over 50% of ex trafficking victims. And oftentimes that is because perpetrators believe they won't get in as much trouble doing it to us. And do you know why that is? Because the world, white supremacy, and also the men in our community have gone above and beyond to tell the world that we have no worth, we have no value, and that we are barely human, other than what we can mammy or produce or provide in service to them. And if we can't do that, then we might as well be in the ground. And hearing numbers like Black women in the US are on average 6 times more likely to be unalived than white women is insane. And over 95% of the time when it happens at the hands of a Black man. Or hearing that when you see a minor that is ex trafficked, more than likely she is a young Black girl. The little girls aren't even spared. At least 1 in 4 Black girls will be SA'd before the age of 18. And that's just who reports. because they say for every Black woman or Black girl that reports, there are 15 that do not. So you know the numbers are way more than that. Because in my experience, almost every Black woman that I have ever talked to has a story to tell of abuse or some type of violation or disrespect at the hands of a Black man, unfortunately. And 60% of Black girls report being subjected to coercive contact by the age of 18. And that's also insane. A man telling you without telling you that you need to give it up because he bought you a meal and insinuating that something's going to happen to you if you don't, or cornering you, or badgering you, or aggressively guilting you into intercourse. If I'm not mistaken, that's considered coercion, but in my mind, that is rape. And the fact that this has happened to over half of all Black girls, and mind you, we're talking about 18 and under. So let's be clear here. Those are children. It's absolutely disgusting. And did you know that Black women are at the highest risk of any group for experiencing SA by police officers? Black women also report experiencing harassment at work 3 times the rate of white women. And also, Black women who report crimes of SA or violence are less likely to be believed. Even though statistically it's proven that we are more at risk, and we still are not believed. Black women are being carjacked, robbed, assaulted, and no one is listening. They are too busy telling us how to wear our hair. The majority of the perpetrators of this violence are Black men. And it really makes me angry that Black men could ever dare say that we are the enemy. When these things aren't happening to them at our hands, they don't fear us. We have one thing in common. They fear each other, and we fear them too. I also wanted to mention an article about interracial crime and rape when it comes to Black women. When a Black woman is usually raped or attacked by a white man, he is a stranger. So it would be easier to spot and possibly protect ourselves from them. But not from the men who walk in our communities, who are wolves in sheep's clothing, and sometimes they're just wolves in wolves' clothing, if you know what I mean. Black women are the topic of discussion. The blueprint. Yeah, I said it. And no one seems to have a lot of use for us unless it is distilled from us, and to find a way to take our beautiful Black womanness, so to speak, and almost cleanse it to an acceptably whitewashed amount. Everyone talks about the decisions we make, the career paths we choose, whether or not we choose to have children, whether we're married or single, whether we choose to be celibate or not, our hair, our clothing, the way we have fun. Everything is up for discussion. But the next time you want to discuss Black women, discuss how to protect us. Discuss how to not be a part of the problem. Discuss how to stop the disrespect and slander against our name, and how to stop the world from harming and abusing us. Talk about that. But I digress. If you watch this whole video, please do me a favor and drop a 45 in the comments. That just lets me know that you watched the whole video and you enjoyed it. And it also helps me know if you would like more content like this in the future. And if you can donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do me a free favor. Please slide on over there to TikTok and follow me there. I live stream there quite often. And if you could also follow me on YouTube and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And as always, please, I love to hear from y'all. Drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.